So if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen that I retweeted this a couple days ago. PS360 HD 2 gave this idea and tagged Naruto Blazing, which I've tagged Naruto Blazing many times before. They never replied. Very sad, but one day they'll reply to me and say how good of a boy I am. But he gave this idea, which I actually already made a video on my concepts of what I want to have for the 3rd anniversary, but he put it a little bit better. He put it like this. I'm actually going to evolve through this. I'm not going to just read it out. But Adult Sasuke and Hokage Naruto do a Blazing Fast, introduces 7 stars. Now, I would love Adult Naruto and Sasuke as 7 stars as Blazing Festival, but I feel like if they want to introduce Blazing Festivals, they should make it a separate thing from Blazing Fest. Because or else the Blazing Fest roster is going to be messed up, just like Final Fight Naruto and Sasuke. They're not in every Blazing Festival. They never are in Blazing Festivals because they're considered different types of things. That'll be the exact same thing. I don't want that much of a separation between Blazing Festivals, but it could be also interesting. Introduce Boruto Generations with Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada, which would be really, really cool if this banner would be like a normal banner. Oh, by the way, I did some really quick concept arts, which I'm going to be having in the background while I talk about them. Don't be rough with them, okay? It took me like 2 minutes each, okay? I didn't go too far into it, but I just have it, I'm going to open them in a second, but have a Momoshiki SSS raid event. It would be really, really what I want. So the whole thing that I want the most right now is Momoshiki to be the raid and be a 7 star. Now, every single time I bring up 7 stars, people are like, but they're gonna be having terrible rates. Well, yes, that is the whole thing that make them special. On Dokkan, they make it work. Why wouldn't it work on Blazing? Dokkan, they have LRs, which are basically the same thing as a 7 star, and it works. It just works. Why wouldn't it work on Blazing? The thing is that they make it a little bit different. Dokkan Fests don't have step-ups like Blazing Fests do. We're kind of spoiled, like, gacha-wise. We think that our rates are terrible, but no other... Okay, there are a few games, but most of the major games that we play, they don't have step-ups. Like, Dokkan doesn't have step-ups that guarantee unit. 7 Deadly Sins doesn't have step-ups that guarantee the unit. Dragon Ball Legends doesn't have a guaranteed steps that guarantee the unit. Only Blazing has, out of these that they just said, because they're the most common amongst the community. So, why are we so spoiled? I don't know. But we have terrible rates, kind of, with Blazing. Not really. If you play Dragon Ball Legends, you know that the new cool unit that comes out has like 0.25% rate with no guarantees. So it's like, if you think about it, 0.33 with rate up and guaranteed, it's really good. It's really good compared to other games. But the thing is, people don't think about 7 stars as like free to play, which I don't know why. They never think of 7 stars as free to play. The whole thing for me is to make a free-to-play 7 star. So Momoshiki, right? He would be a free-to-play 7 star. And he would be as good, if not at least comparable, to the best unit in the game, because that's exactly what Dokkan did. Dokkan, when they released the first LR, it was not summonable. Their first LR was free-to-play. So it was a better thing to do. Don't release 7 stars as a summonable thing first. Release them as free-to-play so people have a grasp of it. And when a summonable comes out, they're like, oh man, it's that thing that is free to play, but now it's summonable, so it's way better. It's gonna be alluring more people in. If they make Momoshiki the first 7 star, and let's say he's as good as like Final Fight Naruto, it would be very interesting. Now, how to balance that? I don't know. They would have to like either make him like have 400 cost or something. Okay, 400 may be too high, but like have a really high cost to the point where you can't run 2 of them. Or maybe don't allow him to be used multiple times in a single team. That would be very, very interesting. I think it would be a good way of balancing it. Because of course, if they hand out this unit, right, and everyone can use 6 of them, that would be too broken. So on PvP, right? I mean, people always say, oh, 7 stars ruin PvP. Not really, because PvP stats are completely different than PvE stats. So they could just make the 7 stars have equal stats. Why couldn't they? They just could make that. They could make 7 stars have equal stats to 6 stars. Just make him like busted OP on PvE, because PvE doesn't matter. PvE really doesn't matter if a unit is busted, because we're playing against bots, right? But again, okay, yeah, of course, PvP, you don't want to have them really good. Again, Momoshiki would not be able to be run multiple times because we have a special rule of not being able to be used multiple times, so it wouldn't be a problem either. But again, on PvP, they'll just have to have equal stats. But moving on from this, I took a longer time with this one because I really want this. I really want a free-to-play 7-star. That's the thing I want the most. Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada could totally be like a normal banner and introduce them as a... I took this art of Mitsuki because the coolest, but they would probably use like a normal Mitsuki, not a Sage mode. They could 100% make Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki a normal banner and have them like in every banner, of course, because it would be normal. That would be super cool. Just 3 of them in the banner, just like they always do with like the latest like normal banner Nagato, normal banner Sasori, just normal rates and have them in there. Or they could make them a login bonus. What I really want is this card right here. Which would be Naruto teaching Boruto, or not teaching Boruto, but you know that scene in the movie or in the anime where they make the giant Rasengan, the Naruto like guides Boruto to make the giant Rasengan? That is a card that I really want. Really want. They could make that a 7-star, the summonable 7-star, like make Naruto and Sasuke the Blazing Festival, right? Normal Blazing Festival, not a 7-star, just make them the Blazing Festival, make them broken. Like, it makes it super strong, super strong. And the summonable 7-star be this. Just a Boruto with the Naruto in the background. It doesn't have to be a dual card, just like, oh, I forgot to bring this up. Just like, because they are so hesitant of making dual cards, so they could just make it like this, right? Boom. Oh, this is not the one, but here. They could just make it like this, where you have like the other person in the card art, but it's actually just one, because they already done it, right? Right here, that's the proof right here, they already done it. So they could totally make it like this, where the card is Boruto. The card unit is Boruto, but Naruto is right there just guiding him with the Rasengan. That would be so cool. So cool. Of course, they could also make Hokage Naruto and adult Sasuke as well. Again, it'll be rough with my... I took only like a few minutes to make these, okay? Don't be too harsh with them. But yeah, dude, there's so many cool stuff they could make by introducing the Boruto arc. And like, here's the thing. I don't think the Boruto movie is called like... It's called Naruto Next Generations. I don't know why they haven't done anything with it, because I don't think it's licensing. I don't think it's like a problem with licensing. Every single time we bring up Boruto, it's like, oh, they probably can't do it because of licensing. I don't think it is. I think they just are hesitant. I think they want to wait for like a big celebration to do it. And in the second anniversary, they were like, yeah, I think we can't because we haven't introduced Final Valleys yet. We haven't introduced like Edo Hashirama yet. So let's not introduce Boruto. But now they can't. I can't think of a single major character that isn't in the game. Like a major character. Don't be like, oh, we don't have a summonable Pakura, man. I mean, I'm talking like a major character. There's no major character missing. So they could tell this one, dude. This one in Momoshiki. Because Momoshiki, of course, is transformed Momoshiki. I could have made a card with the normal Momoshiki, but this would be my concept 7-star. They could have like a 5-star. He could be the normal Momoshiki. The 6-star could be Momoshiki and his friend thing, which I forgot the name. PS3 has the name, right? Yeah, Kinshiki. Momoshiki and Kinshiki in the back, just like the Naruto and Boruto thing. And then the last one would be Kinshiki absorbed. Super cool. Like, the free-to-play 7-star concept is just the best one. It really is, because it would please everyone. I mean, they could make the raids super hard, but I mean, let's face it, raids. Yeah, the SS rank for the second anniversary was difficult. It was really hard. Even if you have the unit, it was still really hard. So I would prefer for them to not do it. Just make it a long grind. So what Dokkan did. I keep saying what Dokkan did because they already did it. So it's good to make a reference. What Dokkan did was the LR had a mission. So I got to knock on the door and forgot my train of thought. I think I was talking about Dokkan. What Dokkan did was they introduced a raid and an event. And the event was not that difficult. It was somewhat difficult, but it wasn't that difficult. The thing is that you had to do that event multiple times, like a lot of times. So that could be the thing. Like the raid is not that difficult, but you have to do it a long time, and have his raid like stick around for like a month and a half, so people have time to do it. So people don't have to like use pearls to refresh stamina or anything. And have the raid that have like 10 cost. Just like every SS rank nowadays has 10 cost, every Super Impact has 10 cost. Not every SS rank. SS ranks, the old ones like Kaguya, not Toby, but the Masked Man SS rank, he still has 50 cost because it's not a Super Impact for some reason. They could have just made that Super Impact. But the Super Impacts have 10 cost. So they could have just make it like this, make his raid that have like 10 cost, and then you get a lot of XP, so you rank up easy as well. You just have to make a lot of time. So thank you PS3 for the ideas. I mean, if you don't know him, he's big in the community. How many followers does he have? He has 16,000 followers. He's pretty big. Okay, you should know him. But yeah, my two picks really. I mean, adult Naruto and Sasuke. Oh, this render is not in HD. It was in HD on Photoshop. I don't know why it's not in HD here. Adult Naruto and Sasuke would be really cool, but I would really prefer having a dual card of Naruto and Sasuke. Just like when they follow Momoshiki, right? And it would fit. It would fit. Have Naruto and Sasuke who follow Momoshiki to be the Blazing Festival, and have Momoshiki as a Super Impact. And then again, have Boruto as a 7-star and have this as a normal banner. They could also make like maybe Mitsuki and Boruto as a normal banner and Sarada as a logging bonus. Like they always do logging. They always do like good logging bonuses. So they could make a logging bonus for that as well. But yeah, if you have any other ideas, let me know in the comments. But thanks for watching.